Good morning. I am still in my pajamas and I have messy hair, but I knew I needed to go ahead and make this video because that was my intention, to try to make a video every single day, and I think I've already missed 2 days or so. So today I'm going to talk about something that I have not spoken about ever to the public, or probably a handful of people know about, but it will be in my book when I finish it. So I won't go into too much detail, but it has a major impact in my entire life. And it's not just the incident, but it was the after effect of what occurred. When I was 6 years old, I was molested, and it's not the effect of being molested that really did the most damage to me. Of course, it did destroy me, and I didn't understand it. Being 6 years old, it really does change your perception on life and what you think about human beings or just men in general. But it was the after effect. It was my confiding in people who were supposed to be there for me. My parents were supposed to trust their daughter, were supposed to protect their daughter, and they chose to ignore what I was saying. They chose to not believe me and to trust in their little girl. You know, I was such a shy girl before that, but I was still a beautiful child, and I had so much energy, and I was so sweet. But this one thing impacted the rest of my life. It changed the way that I felt about everyone and my own personal life itself. I became more terrified of every single thing that I was already terrified about. I stayed away from life even more so. And then when I was involved with life, bad things happened. It was always something happening to me when I did include myself or tried to have fun or tried to do something. And it's because I had that thought in my head from back when I was a little girl about being injured. And I never trusted another human being, really, again. And every authority figure I came in contact with, it affected that as well. And I speak about, or on Facebook, I speak about a cause and effect and taking responsibility for your actions. We can only be responsible for ourselves, and we can't tell anybody else what to do with their life or how to react. But if we are mindful of how we react to a situation and how we respond to our emotions or what we are going through, we can influence not just our own life, we influence someone else's life. We can change someone else's views and someone else's beliefs and someone else's feelings. And the effect is, it keeps going and it keeps going and keeps going, and it never ends. So what my parents did to me as a child had an effect on my entire life, a negative effect on my entire life, because they avoided being mindful of their own feelings. They chose to feel the negative emotions of what they were feeling on the inside, instead of focusing, well, if I were to think from the perspective of my child, or any other human being. And if I act rationally right now, or responsibly, or come from love at all times, I can change this moment. I can, and I can change her future from not being terrible. Because you are conscious about your own emotions, your own responses in life. And that is what I try to do every single day. Now, anyway, there is always going to be something that comes up that is going to challenge you, it's going to try and change you. Whether it's a mess in the house, whether it's a friend who is going to argue with you, whether it's your job, the traffic outside, you have a choice to stop, take a breath, and allow it to influence you positively. How can you use this to better yourself? So for instance, if there is a lot of traffic out there and you're upset about someone swerving you off and almost causing an accident, and you have your child sitting in the vehicle with you, there's an effect that affects her or him, your child, because of how you reacted at that situation. Like I was in my car accident, and when my son is driving too fast, or when my husband is driving too fast and they get angry about something in the car, it causes me more anxiety, or it used to cause me anxiety, and being more afraid of being in another vehicle, which is another reason why I didn't drive as often as I wanted to within those past 15 years of struggling with my chronic pain. You need to be responsible for your own actions, not just to better your life in general, but to better the lives of the ones that you love. Everything comes back into play. Everything in life is affected by one simple act, whether it's from you or from somebody else. So by me holding on to the things from my childhood, by not speaking about it, by just letting it overtake everything that I did in my life, it affected my entire life. It came out in different ways of anxiety, of fears, of stress, of depression, chronic pain, headaches, migraines, whatever it is, your asthma. It manifests into other things, into your own self, but it goes everywhere else around you. So you're not the only one who's being affected by what you are going through and what you choose to do with it. Being mindful is a peace of mind for yourself. Letting go brings you joy, comfort, peace. Forgetting what doesn't serve you serves you so much more. So today I just hope that you learn a little bit about it, and I hope to share a lot more of my journey with you, a lot more through my chronic pain, my immobility, and my weight gain, and my depression, and my hate, and speak about a little more about energy coming up soon. So this is my video for today. Thanks guys. Bye.